Hello, hello, ATH. Welcome to another episode of Abby's Daily Dose. My name is Abby, your healthy living MP. How are you guys doing? Hope all is well. I just wanted to talk today about Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle. They are timely passing. It is alleged in news media that they're one of the sons is the one who unalived them. And it's really sad, and people are saying, "Oh, we were talking about it because they're big stars." No, most of these things happen when we start learning about different things. When things happen to politicians or somebody notable and all that, so it comes into the public sphere, and we can talk about it and advocate for more resources. It's very difficult dealing with a child, an adult child who has mental illness. I did talk about mental illness a couple of weeks ago, and I told you it's an umbrella term that covers like a gamut of different mental illnesses. So some can be very mild and some can become very problematic. Okay. So, but as a parent, your child's younger, you're helping them, you take them to the doctor's office, you're following up with their schoolwork, you're doing all that. And remember, there are other children in the home too now, so they're living with all this. But you have that control that you can keep your child to live as normal as possible. As they get older, they don't want to be seen like, oh, I'm different. They don't want to be taking medication. They don't want to be doing it with any illness too. Okay, so the very brain is supposed to be helping them. It's the very brain that tells them, no, just there's nothing wrong with me. And sometimes they get into drugs, and depending on what the mental illness is, it can becomes very problematic, and sometimes it can become very unsafe. And thousands, I would say millions of people in this country and around the world are dealing with this. Okay, the National Alliance of Mental Illness is one place you can go to get more resources and all. And parents are doing their very best. But as the parents get older, there's not much more you can do for an adult child, except when they become like to where they're danger to themselves or society. Then they can go in a 72-hour hold. But after they come out, they still have to, sometimes they can stay longer. They can be admitted for much longer. But eventually they come out. And the parents getting older, and the kids, their siblings move away. So a lot of people are dealing with this, and they don't talk about it because sometimes it's shameful, sometimes the resources aren't there, and sometimes there's as much more you can do. And some parents are also living in fear because their kids are older now and they can be harmful to them. All right, so just talking about them, knowing about this and what this family went through doesn't mean that your family is going to go through that. Okay, but you, me, and anybody who's listening to who'll be watching this know of somebody who's going through this. Okay, what is in your family or family or friend or coworker or something like that. So give them some grace, pray for them, try to advocate for their family members if you can, and also get more resources, and just be there for whoever it is that's dealing with it as much as you can. I'm not telling you to like take away your life and all that too. Okay, so just be there for them and give them some grace because it's a difficult thing to deal with. All right. Thank you all for watching.